Before we begin, if you love emotional, real-life stories that touch the heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, Kindness World. Your support helps us continue sharing inspiring stories with the world. He hurried toward her without hesitation. Are you okay? What happened? His voice was gentle but firm, the kind of voice that made people feel safe without even knowing why. His name was Ethan, a single dad who had learned to stay strong because life had demanded it. When he saw her bruised cheek and frightened eyes, instinct took over. He didn't ask who she was. He didn't pause to judge. He simply helped. She tried to speak but her voice cracked. Someone grabbed me. I ran. She looked around, terrified the attacker might return. Ethan placed his jacket around her shoulders, shielding her from the cold. You're safe now, he said softly. I won't let anything happen to you. He guided her to his truck, the old seat covers worn from years of use, the air faintly smelling of crayons from his daughter's art projects. She didn't mind. In fact, the normalcy of it calmed her. He drove her straight to the nearest clinic, staying by her side while she got checked. The doctor said she had bruises and shock but no serious injuries. Still, she felt shaken, vulnerable, and strangely comforted by this stranger who refused to leave her alone. When they stepped outside, she finally introduced herself. I'm Ava, she said quietly. She debated whether to reveal her full identity, the CEO title, the high-rise office, the millions in decisions she made daily. But something about him made her want to be simple, human. Thank you for helping me, she added. Her voice trembled, but this time it was with emotion, not fear. Ethan nodded with a soft smile. Anyone would have done the same. But Ava knew that wasn't true. Not everyone stops. Not everyone cares. Not everyone sees a stranger in pain and chooses to act. She asked if he could stay a little longer, just until she calmed down. He agreed, calling his mother to watch his daughter. They sat in the clinic's small waiting area, talking softly. She learned he worked 2 jobs. He learned she lived a very different life. Yet despite their differences, they talked like old friends. There was a warmth, a gentleness, in the way he listened. She felt seen, not as a CEO, not as a public figure, but as a person. Over the next week, Ethan checked on her every day with short messages. How are you feeling today? Did you get some rest? Please eat something. She found herself smiling each time her phone buzzed. No one had cared for her like that in a long time. Not even the people she trusted most in her professional world. She asked him if she could repay him, maybe buy him dinner as a thank you. Ethan hesitated at first, worried it might seem like he wanted something. But she insisted. When he finally agreed, he brought his daughter along, a bright-eyed little girl who clung to his hand like he was her whole world. Ava watched the way Ethan gently tucked his daughter's hair behind her ear, the way he cut her food into tiny bites, the way he made her giggle with silly animal impressions. It melted something inside Ava. This wasn't just a good man. This was an extraordinary man. His daughter warmed to Ava instantly, showing her drawings and asking her questions. Ava felt her heart soften in ways she didn't expect. She had always dreamed of a family, but her corporate world had kept her too busy, too guarded. Watching Ethan with his daughter reminded her what real love looked like, simple, present, and kind. The days turned into weeks. They talked more, met for coffee, and sometimes shared dinner after Ethan finished work. Their connection grew naturally, without pressure. Ava felt safe around him, and Ethan slowly let her into the quiet parts of his life, the struggles, the exhaustion, the pride he had in raising his daughter alone. One evening, while sitting on a park bench watching his daughter chase fireflies, Ava finally shared the truth. Ethan. I'm a CEO. I run a major company. She braced herself, expecting his behavior to change. But Ethan simply nodded. Okay, he said warmly. You're still the same Ava who needed help. And I'm still the same guy who helped. Her eyes softened with gratitude. He didn't care about her title. He cared about her heart. Their bond deepened. The fear she once felt was replaced by comfort. The loneliness she had carried, hidden beneath boardroom confidence, slowly faded. And the quiet ache in Ethan's life, the feeling that no one saw how hard he fought to give his daughter a good life, began to ease as well. Eventually, Ava met his daughter again, this time bringing a small gift, a coloring set with bright markers. The little girl hugged her, and Ethan smiled, touched by the thoughtfulness. That evening, while walking back to the truck, Ethan gently took Ava's hand. She didn't let go. Kindness had brought them together on the worst night of her life, but it had also built something beautiful, something neither of them expected. Ava no longer saw Ethan as a stranger who helped her. She saw him as the man who reminded her what humanity truly meant. And Ethan saw Ava not as a powerful CEO, but as the woman whose heart matched the kindness she showed his daughter. In time, fear turned into trust, trust turned into connection, and connection slowly blossomed into love. A love rooted not in wealth or status, but in a single act of kindness that changed everything. And so, their story reminds us of something simple yet powerful: kindness can change a moment, a life, and sometimes, even destiny. You never know whose world you might brighten just by choosing to care. And you never know what beautiful story might begin with the courage to help someone in need.